All right, so the next one here, Netanyahu reschedules a delegation to the U.S. to talk about Rafah. So Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is now looking to reschedule an Israeli delegation to Washington to discuss Israel's plans to attack and invade Rafah. And Netanyahu initially canceled this delegation in response to the UN Security Council passing that resolution for a Gaza ceasefire because he was upset that the U.S. didn't veto it like it vetoed 3 previous resolutions. A U.S. official told the Times of Israel that the U.S. and Israel are working to discuss. They're working to schedule the delegation, and the Israeli officials that are expected to go are Ron Dermer, the Israeli Strategic Affairs Minister, and Netanyahu's National Security Advisor. I always forget how to pronounce his first name, but his last name is Hanegbi. Dermer, he recently vowed that Israel will attack Rafah no matter what the U.S. thinks. So as we've gone over quite a bit, there's 1.5 million Palestinians packed into Rafah, has a pre-war population of 275,000. For many of the Palestinians sheltering there, they're living in tents on the street, and for a lot of them, they were displaced from multiple times throughout this thing, and Rafah is the last resort, the last place for them to go and shelter. So you have that many people packed into a small area. Gaza is densely populated as it is, so yeah, it's just be a complete disaster. And they actually have been bombing Rafah. On Wednesday, Israel launched a series of airstrikes, raising fears among the city's residents about a ground invasion. They're worried that it could happen any day. And according to Reuters, the strikes hit 4 homes and killed at least 15 people. So that was on Wednesday. So an invasion of Rafah, of course, would also disrupt aid shipments, since that's the only border crossing that goes into Egypt, the only one that's not controlled by Israel. So Dermer, who again is the Israeli Minister for Strategic Affairs, he's a former U.S. ambassador. He was actually born in the U.S. He said that Israel will go ahead with the invasion even if the U.S. and the rest of the world turns on Israel. But I found a quote from a guy named Nimrod Schaffer. He's a retired IDF Major General. He said in a recent interview that Israel would not be able to launch this full-scale assault on Rafah without U.S. support, that they need the U.S. to back it up. So it goes to show the leverage that Biden does have. If he just said, nope, we're cutting you off if you do it, then they can't do it, according to this IDF general. He said, quote, "What do I mean when I say if the Americans tell us you do not operate in Rafah, we won't fight? We won't operate in Rafah. Maybe we will carry out very small and focused missions, but we won't see anything similar to what has happened in the last 5 months in Gaza if the Americans tell us not to," end quote. So saying plainly that the Americans have the power to say no and make sure that this doesn't happen, but we'll see if they actually do that.